The Raptors look to take charge, and we're bringing it to you live from Toronto here on 2K Sports with Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. The New York Knicks coming to this one following a loss, guys, to the Clippers. So New York wins the tip. Halliburton looking around. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Outside Williams. Pass to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And every team wants long guys who can also make threes. Smith checks both boxes.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
So Doris, with his diverse offensive repertoire, Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin, and the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Now, Halliburton. Out to Smith. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam looking around. Pass to Towns. Back to Siakam. Good, and as this goes to Towns.
Well, you love the size and the length of Siakam, so he's comfortable in the painted area. Does nice work there.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. I asked him what his strategy was for slowing down Tyrese Halliburton, and he said to guard him tightly. Even when he's dribbling the ball up the floor, I want us to be aggressive. I don't want him to have any breathing room. Let's see how much pressure they bring tonight against him. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Here's Towns. A floater. Towns, the screen. Tries again. Robinson pulls it in.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Smith outside. Hart with it. Now Smith defending. To the middle. And stolen by Butler. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
In the
here is Halliburton. Smith for three. The putback. The kick outside to Butler. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Murray outside. From the arc. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And the backbone of Murray's game is that ability to scorch you from distance.
Outside Butler. Outside for Halliburton. Williams for three. Smith outside. Takes the three. They grab their own miss. New York moving the ball around. Wide open look here for Murray. Bagley with the rebound.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
Outside Butler. Smith with a wide open look. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Smith's got 6 points.
Oh, crafty pass by Butler, moving it outside to an open shooter.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Now, here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Now, this is where the length of Pascal Siakam makes him so hard to stop. Even with contact, he's able to get through or around.
And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Here's Halliburton. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Williams' shot is off.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now here's Murray. From outside the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And it's Smith missing.
Well, he's trying to give his team a spark, but the bucket simply will not go down.
Pass to Huff. Jacks up a three. It's not going to go for him. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Murray left side. Towns the screen. Pass to Huff. That three off the mark. Knicks trail by 6. And there's the drive. And slam dunk by Kamara.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Here's Poole, and he makes good on the layup.
You know, wherever Jordan Poole is, you have to be aware, but especially in transition with that speed.
To the paint. Here's Huff, and he cans it with authority.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Kamara. Sinks the three-pointer. Kamare's got his second bucket tonight.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Murray, good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Poole outside. In the corner, it's Harris. The three. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Raptors leading by 4. Pass to Simons. Screen by Smith to the inside. And the dunk by Smith.
Well, you need your big to set good screen and be able to get out of it and get a basket. Nicely done.
Now Kamara. Poole left side. Fast break Toronto. Here's Simons. Pass to Towns. Here's Strother. Just 5 on the clock. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Strother's got the lead up to 8 now for the Raptors. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player. And having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line, you think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
Simons with the ball. Scoreless thus far. Screen by Smith. Down low. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Jalen Smith taking flight. Get up, young fella.
And so Poole will bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Harris. Poole right side. Clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And a new group in for the Knicks. And here's Toronto. They're on an 11-3 run. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, that's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Smith for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Back to you.
All for 1. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. And here's Halliburton. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Sinks the triple. Butler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside, Simon. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And this is something Simons has been improving on, creating openings for his teammates.
At the top of the key, Williams. Butler from outside. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Butler's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Knicks. It's taken away by Smith. Butler on the way. Pass to Williams. Fires for 3. Smith with the defensive effort.
If you're a defender, your job is to make life hard on an excellent shooter. Great defense there.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Williams from outside. Not his night so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes. Wilson left side. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Out to the wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Wilson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Williams with a clean look. And the Knicks miss again. And so it's Toronto looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Murray. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. And it's Murray with the jam.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Outside Williams. Back to Smith. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Toronto leading by 15. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Halliburton. Towns with the defensive effort.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. New York making a change here.
Yeah, this guy is exceptional from the charity stripe. You want a guy like Karl-Anthony Towns who can knock these down as a big.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
On the wing, Williams. They can't stop the run with that one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 5 points now in the quarter.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Pass to Kamare. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Hey, they feel tense to start the second half. They are 1 for 5, guys.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And here's Toronto. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Here's Murray. Hart outside. A three-pointer off the mark. And the Knicks with possession here. They host the 76ers after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Back to Smith. The kick outside to Butler. Poole outside. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Both teams making substitutions here. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. 4 on the shot clock. From deep, it's pulled in by Huff.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real-life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Kevin, back to you.
He certainly plays without fear. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. A three ball. Drills it from outside. 9 points in the game so far.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
I love when Jordan Poole uses his speed like this. That's an asset. He's got to go to work.
You know, free throw shooting, DB, isn't the first thing we'll talk about, but Jordan Poole is incredible at the line.
And Kevin, it's an important aspect. If you are a great scorer on those nights where you're maybe not in rhythm, the ability to get to the free throw line and establish that, that's important. Oh, Poole is so slippery on the drive. This guy is so agile on his feet.
Here's Huff, and the layup's good off the glass. Huff's got his second bucket of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Driving the lane. Back to Poole. For three, Harris drills the three-pointer. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Kamare. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so Simons will bring it up for the Raptors. It's an 18-point lead. The layup off target. It could go. A shot missing. And so it's Toronto holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Halliburton drives in. And Halliburton slams it in.
Yeah, that's Halliburton's handle, getting by defenders to the spot and then finish with authority.
Here's Huff. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Ooh, that kind of defense, it's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well, for the most part, they were just standing still. And you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
Off target from three-point range.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Just a few big steps, and Smith able to get to his spot.
And the Raptors miss again. Knicks trailed by 13. Pass to Halliburton. Here's Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group. After hitting a couple of threes in the first half, he hasn't had much going from distance.
That cuts the lead to single digits. Halliburton's got 11 points here in just the second half. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He was pumping them up, saying those guys had no idea what they were in for tonight. We've come this far, don't let up now. And guys, he's going to be stoking the fire until the win is in the books.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
Here's Wilson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. Knicks trailed by 13. The kick out to Williams. Smith right side. Butler on the wing. Fires from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Towns, no luck.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
Cleared away by Hart.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Now, Siakam. Off the glass.
Boy, we have seen Pascal Siakam really elevate his passing skills. What an outstanding distribution right there.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for New York. Outside, Smith. Here's Butler. Halliburton. The long shot, no good.
Oh, that is how you deny an open look with some in-your-face defense.
Now Hart. Got it to go off the glass.
So confident in the painted area. Josh Hart understands how to score inside.
Now Smith. For three. It's off.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Doesn't get that one. Knicks trailed by 14. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, when it comes to All-Star Weekend, which event do you look forward to the most?
It's got to be a three-point contest, right? No judges, no half-hearted defense. There's a purity to it that I just appreciate.
Butler loves the three-point look.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Now here's Towns with the drive. Oh, what a finish!
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Raptors.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
You love this guy's confidence. He believes every shot is going in, and boy, a whole lot of them did.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
Well, J-Dub has the size and strength to work on the interior. That is nicely done.
The first free throw is good.
Williams taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Williams. Murray with it. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Cleared away by Bagley. Here's Harris.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Second personal foul. 15 fouls.
He hits the first one, and that brings them to within 10. So he gets them both. Siakam fires. So it's Toronto winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Ball, check ball, check. Yeah. Check ball. I got all the hot sauce and one. Watch how I dribble. Eric Dickerson, run up the middle. She don't know my real name. I don't be talking on no pillow. I'm from that dope era. Boy, my mama. George Mirror son stacks. Lanky, boy, your money. Then I whip your hair like that girl Willow. Lil' mama thick. Watch. Just like Jello. Oh, she like fast cars in a Camaro. So took my to Egypt. Walking around, they calling me the Pharaoh. I used to sit them down. I had to walking down O'Farrell. Booming at the Motel 6 off Embarcadero. Puppet master, use a puppet stand. Pablo play Chapello. Plus, I be pulling strings like a played the cello. She be peeking but ain't speaking, so I yelled out, hello. I got 7 blue cars. Think my next one gonna be yellow. Boy, I live like Donatello. I told him take it from the top of the key, yeah, check ball. When I shoot the 3, ooh wee, it's a wet ball. Like Jordan, balling in my chains, 100 around my neck, dog. Yeah, take it from the top, on my mama, check ball. Check ball, check. Check ball, check. Yeah, check ball, check. Check ball, check. Check ball, check. Yeah. Check ball. Ain't no fouls in 21, you keep fouling, that's gonna get you down, get your hustle up, and that'll get you back. All these subbing on the gram, where they at? If it's really, drop your location, where you at? I'm a human highlight. feel like Dominique. Handcuff your wife, aight? Oh yeah. Use a square player, trust me, I'm good in geometry. I'm a star, boy, yeah, I passed in astronomy. Yeah. Like a locomotive. They be hating on the kid, tell me what's your motive. Dope bear, fill a building up, man, with no promotion. We the hottest